By the end of this video, you're gonna be able to take this and turn it into this. Once again, that's from this into this, or from this to this, or from this to this, from this to this, from this to this. And believe it or not, all those examples are using the exact same lighting setup. And it's extremely easy to implement regardless of whether you have an expensive light kit or a bare bones simple one. And I'm gonna show you how to do it so you can get that perfect YouTube light every time for less than $100. So let's get started. First, we're gonna need some lights. Now, the lights that I'm gonna use, I'm actually using for the lighting setup right now. So I'm just gonna have to turn one of those off. This is the Neewer N160. It's a small LED light. Really, any light will do, but I really like this light because it's a small, portable LED light with lots of light output. And because it's daylight only, that means it has more light output than a traditional RGB light will have. So as you can see by how dark the background is, I was using this light to light up the background. I have another one of these lights shining into an umbrella that is my key light, which looks like this. This umbrella has a silver inner lining, which allows you to bounce the light off the inside and get a very soft box type look, but at a fraction of the cost or weight of a soft box. And the other advantage to umbrellas like this is they can often fit into a much smaller area than a soft box. So let's just put these back. And our third light is, hot, this desk lamp. This is just a desk lamp I found around the house. Classic desk lamp, on, off. That's all there is to it. I've got a warm bulb in it. You could put a daylight balanced bulb in here if you wanted. Really simple and straightforward. A lot of us have one of these laying around the house. If you don't, check your thrift store. Probably have one there for real cheap. And that desk lamp will act as our rim light. And if you've been watching the videos on this channel, it won't come as any surprise that there is no fill light. There's just a key, a kicker, and a background light. There is no fill light. And that's because even in a dark room like this, there is still lots of ambient bounce light going on. We've got a really soft key light that wraps the light around my face. If we were to put almost any fill light in on this side of my face, everything would become flat and really boring, really fast. It would just be porridge, mush, blah. So we're just not gonna do it. Let's really quickly recap what we got here. We've got a beautiful soft light putting light onto the subject. We've got a rim light down here on the floor, helping to give definition between the subject and the background. And we've got a single LED backlight illuminating our background. Super simple setup. Let's look at how we can use this same setup to achieve different looks in different situations. All right, so what about a darker, moodier set? Like this. Same setup, just a little bit of variance in the background. A lamp and some string lights. We have our super soft umbrella key light just to the side of the camera. We have our desk lamp as our kicker just off of camera. And then we have our second LED as a background light, putting just a little bit of light on that wall so that we get a little bit of color, otherwise it'd be completely dark. Looks pretty good, right? Let's try another one. How about a cool gaming cave or tech den? Add some colorful displays and some colorful background lights. Exactly the same. Super soft umbrella key light, about 15 to 30 degrees left of camera, our desk lamp kicker on the desk this time and in frame, and a variety of background lights. In this case, I used my phone, set it to maximum brightness, playing a video of looping colors. And on this side, I turned our LED light purple simply by using some tissue paper. Now you want to be careful with this. Make sure that the light isn't going to get so bright that it lights the tissue paper on fire. But that is one of the advantages of LED lights, is that they run a lot cooler. And you have a basic set that you can expand on with a little bit of time, creativity, and budget. Maybe a neon sign up on the wall, or an actual RGB light strip in the background. All right, what about a situation like this, where it's not dark, instead you've got big windows and you've got daylight coming in? How do you work with that? Same light setup as before, though you might notice that I've changed which side my key light is on. Previously, we've had it over here. Now it's on this side, because I don't want to fight these big windows. I actually want to work with them. Except for the rare situation, a little LED like this is not going to be able to overpower the sun or even just daylight coming in a window like this. So I actually want to work with it. Otherwise, I end up with a very flat image. But I haven't just put my key light at exactly the same angle as the window. The window light is coming in from this way, and my key light is almost more in front of me. It's close enough to feel like the natural light coming from the room or coming from the window, and we're no longer competing with the sun, but actually working with it. We've still got our desk lamp as the kicker, just sitting on the table behind me, and I've put our second LED light up on the window ledge to give the back wall some light, because the light from the windows is all just coming into the room, so that wall was a little bit dark. But once again, I've used the windows as a motivation for that light to make it feel natural, like maybe it could be coming from that window, spilling onto that wall, even though in reality it really doesn't make any sense. In the final frame, it feels like it does. Let's try just one more. How about here? Once again, we're working with the daylight instead of against it. So we got our key light working with the light coming through that window. We got our backlight also being motivated by that light coming through the window. And we've got our kicker, just to give some definition, set up on a chair so it feels a little bit more natural. In this setup, the background, especially that couch, was a little dark. So we used our second LED just off frame left, just below the window, so that it felt like maybe the light could be coming from that window, so that that couch just wasn't a great big gaping black hole behind me. If you learned something in this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to know how to turn this simple lighting setup into a cinematic lighting setup, leave a comment down below and let me know. If that would be helpful to you guys, I would love to see you in another video. Until next time. Whoa. Okay.